And yes, okay, cool. I just I can't see the lights. I don't know if he's here or not because we were just hanging out last night and he was telling me some funny stories. You're going to love it. Ladies and gentlemen, can you please go crazy and wild for the fantastic comedian that is Sam Harper, everybody!
Good evening, everyone. You good? Yeah. So I had recently had an argument with my wife a little while ago, right? Just about getting a dog. Like, she really wants to get a dog, and I'm not so keen on it. So the argument goes backwards and forwards. She's like, "But it's so cute, it's good." I'm like, "It's expensive. We don't have enough room." Goes backwards and forwards like this, and then she says, right in that tone, as if she's won the argument, she says, "A dog can smell cancer." And I'm like, brilliant. All right. It's okay. It's true. It's kind of amazing, but I don't think that's the main reason she wants the dog. And like, how does her telling me like a medical fact win the argument so it can detect a medical anomaly? I feel like saying back to her, does this mean I can get an MRI machine? Anyway, yeah. So yeah, I am married. I think this the other way, but right. And my wife takes me into all sorts of places. You know, places you'd never go into if you were single. Like deep despair. But no, sorry. No, what I really mean to say is like home decorating shops. And I mean, it's easy to see how I get those two confused. But anyway, I don't know if you guys are up with all the home decorating trends and all, because to be honest, some of you look like you're homeless. But there's a trend like lately in home decorating where you buy big letters, right, and you put them up on the wall to spell out words, you know, like the lyrics to some Black Eyed Peas song or something. And so and the word you spell out is generally like basically the primary function of the room you put it in. So in the kitchen you spell out cook, in the dining room you spell out eat, stuff like this, you know, it's such shit. My wife says, no, it's not shit, it's cool, it's clever. It's not clever, it's definitely not clever. If anything, it makes it look like you have a really bad memory. It's like, I'm in the kitchen, cook. Oh, thank God that's there. It's like, my favourite's the bedroom where it says sleep, because the bed's not a big enough clue. But used to say love in our bedroom when we first got married. Just slowly, like over the years, you go by and it just changed to sleep. You don't notice it happen. Just woke up one day, I'm like to my wife, they always say sleep. She's like, I can't remember. But no, but these words can be useful in a relationship. I mean, you can use like clever punctuation to subtly communicate with your partner, right? I mean, there's no easy way of telling your partner they're gaining weight, is there? I mean, there's no easy way. But now you can suggest it in the dining room where it says eat. You just put a question mark at the end of the Speaking of punctuation and words, had a new person start at work lately, right? And she came from Microsoft. So I've just been winding her up a bit, like just asking stupid questions like, in the Microsoft Office, the place, is it similar to Microsoft Office, the software? Like, do you turn up at work every couple of years and everything's just been moved around? And they go, what's happened? Where's everything gone? We've revised the layout. It's like, but it was perfect the way it was. I liked it. It's like, no. We think it's better this way. But yeah, I suppose it would have some good points though. I mean, if you speak with a boss at the Christmas party, you're like, oh shit, that was a mistake. Undo! But and I suppose if you're doing a task like that you've done a million times before, say like making the coffee, and you're halfway through it, does a massive paperclip appear in front of you and say, it appears you're making a coffee. Like, piss off. It appears you're going to the toilet. Look, fuck off, or I'll bend you backwards and forwards until you snap in half. Probably end up at some sort of HR mediation meeting there. It's like, paperclip says you've been bullying him. Yeah, he started it. It's like, you realise this is the reason that giant safety pin left. It's like, yeah, but no one misses him. He was a massive prick. Sorry guys, no. Anyway, so yeah, I'm from England. Don't know if you can tell. I've been in New Zealand for about as long as I've been in England now. But anyway, the first question people ask you when you tell them you're from England, especially people who are also from England, is, what part of England? Whereabouts? What part of England you're from, right? Now, no one, these people from England especially, no one's heard of the little town that I'm from, so I've just started saying, I'm from that kind of rich, condescending, middle-class part. They go, I think that's where I'm from. I say, oh, sorry, I don't think you are, actually. I've discovered some bad things about being from England, right? And apart from the rugby team, I don't know, there's criticism though at English rugby that you play boring rugby. It's like, that's the game. It's like no one's been criticised for playing boring chess before. It's like, you play boring chess. What? Yeah, you're always guarding your king. It's like, oh, am I? Oh, sorry. So next time I'll just run the pawns all the way across the board and try and get a queen. Will I? I mean, as long as I win. Anyway. No. The worst thing about being from England is that when you travel, and you only find this out when you've got enough money to travel and stuff. When you travel, no matter where you go in the world, that country you're in, England has done something in their history to really piss them off. Like I was in South Africa recently, right, and one of the guys says to me, this big guy is like, "Ooh, I don't know about you English." I'm like, "What?" He's like, "Right, you English, you put our women in concentration camps." And I'm like, "Oh, well, it wasn't actually me, but anyway." I'm like, "Well, really? Did we?" And he's like, "Yes, it happened in the Boer War. Didn't you learn anything in history?" And I'm like, "Well, we learned it was written by the victors." So. But that didn't go down too well anyway, but yeah. No, so you know the funniest thing about South Africa, right, except for maybe the way they talk, is what they call things on roads. Do you know they call roundabout circles? Like, I say to them, that's not really a name though, it's the shape, isn't it? They go, "It's named after the shape. Surely you've named things after the shape before." It's like, "Well, yes, but then I turned 6. But, do you know what they call traffic lights in South Africa? Yeah, robots, that's right, thanks. Now, I don't know about you, but I kind of think they settled a bit too cheaply on what a robot's really capable of. I mean, if you look into Japan and stuff, they've got those car assembly lines with these machines whizzing around, and you see those big arms that they can put boxes on pallets, really detailed, really well. It's like, South Africa, what have you got? It's like a big box thing here, which shines coloured lights to control the flow of traffic. It's like, well, that sounds a lot like a traffic light. Nope, that's a robot. Do you know what that is? That's the world's worst robot, that is. You know, it's no surprise that the South African version of that TV show Robot Wars only lasted for 1 season, eh? I mean, every match ended in a draw. Well, that would be a boring job commentating for that. There's a game more boring than English rugby, eh? Or here's Robot A here, starting the attack, red. Excellent. Robot B right here, retaliation, green. That's a great choice for red. However, neither of these robots can actually move, so this match is probably going to end up in a draw. And you know that movie, what's it called? AI, where that woman adopts a little robot boy to raise as her own son? I saw the edit in South Africa, they just replaced him with a torch. And do you think that people in the wider robot community kind of shun South Africa a bit? Do you think they're like, "Oh, hey Mike, you're going to the Robot Expo this year?" It's like, "No, man, I'm not going this year, it's in South Africa this year." It's like, "Oh yeah, what's the problem there?" It's like, "I went when it was there last time, they just put a big tent over an intersection." But yeah, no, actually thinking of traffic light technology for a minute, you know, over all the years I've been alive, there's only two advances they've made, right? They added that countdown, they animated the green man, right? Now the countdown's really useful, you know how long you've got left to cross the road. Animating the green man, that was unnecessary, yeah. And just a little insensitive to people in wheelchairs. So he walks kind of like this as well. But who did they animate it for anyway? Who's the one that looks up at that and goes, "Oh, that's how you cross the road. I've been having so much trouble just doing this." Anyway, you guys have been great, thanks.